had to beg Emma to be mic'd up. As you can see, we're at this very like 2016 cafe that Jay Oliveris and his friends would go to. There's the birds, just pan over. There's the birds, and they're playing like stupid music. Anyways, but we'll see how the food is. Can't judge a book by its cover.
Wasn't he his girlfriend?
I would also give this an 8. I don't mean to copy Spencer, but it was good.
We did the hop on hop off trolley around the city, and we caught it from Maritime Museum, I think. It stops at all of the major locations across the city, but we did not get off at every stop. Only the stops that we thought were interesting, which were like 4 of them, I think Seaport, Coronado Island, Little Italy, and Old Town. If you're not a fan of bridges, crossing the bridge to get to Coronado Island can be a little nerve-wracking, but it is worth it, and on a clear day, you can see Mexico. The downtown looks so cute, but unfortunately we did not have time to walk around or explore, so we went to the beach, and this is where they filmed a lot of movies, including Top Gun. So of course, when we all got home, we had to watch Top Gun. And we went around Hotel del Coronado, which was cute, but also very touristy. I think my favorite part was Old Town. I don't know if this is only because it was golden hour and the sun was sunning, but the vibes were just so authentic and fun and happy. And there were so many restaurants, so many Mexican options, and oh my gosh, we got these street tacos and these street nachos. They were so good, I still think about them. And then for dessert, we got churros, of course. They were so fresh out of the oven and warm and fluffy. And look at this view from the Uber back to our hotel. This is so OG classic California. I love it. Palm Springs, California. We are in Palm Springs for the week. We're actually not directly in Palm Springs. We're in La Quinta. Yesterday we were in San Diego for the day, and then we drove from San Diego to La Quinta at nighttime. San Diego was really nice. So we did the hop on, hop off trolley. And usually I'm not into hop on, hop off trolleys or tour buses, but I actually think it was really worth it to do, especially if you're only in San Diego for a day. It is quite big, and the hop on, hop off trolley can get you around the entire city, everywhere you want to go. The only thing is that the hop on, hop off trolleys stop at around 3 to 4 p.m. As a big group of 15, sometimes there was not enough room for all of us, so they had to like call an empty trolley to come get us. So we did spend a lot of time waiting for trolleys to come and get us, but overall it was good. Our favorite stops were Coronado, Old Town, Little Italy, Seaport Village. Seaport Village is quite touristy though, but we had a beautiful day, and honestly, we had really good food in San Diego. We ate breakfast at a cafe called Parakeet, I think. They don't use like seed oils, all natural ingredients, which is really nice. And then for dinner, we ate street tacos in Old Town, San Diego. So we each got 2 tacos for $9 USD, and it was actually really good. The streets are honestly clean. There's lots of specialty coffee. There's lots of little restaurants. You can easily spend an entire day, maybe even 2 days in the city of San Diego. It was extremely difficult to find an Airbnb that accommodated our group. We are on a family vacation for a week, and there's 15 of us. And honestly, we wanted to stay in one house and not get separate houses because there are so many regulations in the area. Like you can't have people over to your Airbnb past 9 p.m. because of noise restrictions. But it also was not easy to find an Airbnb that had enough bathrooms, enough bedrooms, and that wasn't crazy expensive. So that's why we're in La Quinta area. The Airbnb that we originally booked actually got canceled on us, but the Airbnb owner was so nice and he had a new booking and he put us in the new booking for the week. The amenities here are crazy. They're actually insane. It is very like oriented for kids. I'll show you the pool area and you'll know what I mean. I'm not sure if it's like a tanning vacation anyways. We definitely want to sightsee and tour the area as much as we can because it's all of our first times in Southern California. I'm going to give a tour of our Airbnb. Here is the family room, Opie watching reels, and the kitchen. The Airbnb has 6 bedrooms and I think 6 or 7 bathrooms as well. I won't tour all of the bedrooms because we've already taken over with our luggage, but here's me and my boyfriend's room. This is my Omi and Opie's room, and like, for example, like, look at the size of this TV. Like, it's so ridiculous, honestly. It's crazy. And also the size of the shower. Like, look at the size of the shower as well. It's crazy. This house is huge. We are going to go into a crazy room. Are you ready for it? This is the game room. It's so crazy. So I wouldn't even know where to start. But like, honestly, look at the size of that TV. It is just insane. So as you can see, the pool is definitely oriented for children. I'm not sure why they added all of this, I guess to attract the kids, but and then this is our outdoor area. We have fire tables. Then we have an outdoor kitchen. Oh, look, another TV, but the outdoor kitchen honestly kind of slays. I love that. A mini putt course with scooters. And there's also actually another guest house here where my aunt and uncle are staying. There is a pickleball court.
It's like a picture.
Boy, San Diego is beautiful. This is fucking amazing. Look at how beautiful this is.
Yeah, this is really.
That fills up because there's nothing to.
Good, he's eating all his food.
Yeah, we passed.
We checked out Palm Desert in the afternoon, which was pretty, but it's honestly nothing more than just like a singular shopping street. We drove every day and we honestly never had issues with parking or traffic, and most of the time parking was free.
New Year's Eve would have been that, then they even jack up the price.
Enzo's in La Quinta was a very good Italian restaurant, but of course I got a steak because when in California, actually when in the US, I only order steak. And then we went to Nitrogen Fusions for ice cream after dinner. This was so good. It was so creamy and it tasted so natural. In my opinion, it does seem like in California, they care a lot more about high food quality than other parts of North America. We spent the day in Palm Springs, and after seeing it, I'm really happy we did not stay in Palm Springs and we stayed in La Quinta. We walked around Indian Canyon Estates, where movies like Don't Worry Darling were filmed, and I highly recommend this. There's so much cool architecture. And the weather was honestly bad considering we were in the desert. We had a lot of cloud and rain, so we went into Market, which is a massive secondhand store with home and clothes. Some things were overpriced and some were decent. Then we checked out the Palm Springs Botanical Gardens, which was actually cool and full of so many different cactus varieties. We wanted to book a architecture home tour, but there was nothing available when we were there, so we did a self-guided driving tour. We did see some people walking it, but we couldn't walk because we had my grandparents. And honestly, this still took us like 3 hours to do, so I don't know how people walk it. And yeah, downtown Palm Springs again, I'm so happy we did not stay here. There was really not much to film. It was just so touristy. And we ended up eating at this random restaurant, which was touristy. And despite Rachel's face, it was actually really good beef. I just don't think you can go wrong ordering burger, steak, and fries in America. High key, my favorite part of Palm Springs was great shakes. It is worth the hype. I am a milkshake stan, and this place was so good. It was so good that my dad got 4 milkshakes. I had the cherry almond milkshake, and please just go and get it. You will not regret it. We started our day at Joshua Tree at the Cottonwood Visitor Center, and then we just drove straight through the park on the route, and we stopped at like 3 places. The weather was not good again, like, this is crazy. Cloud in the desert? Who would have thought? Overall, Joshua Tree was something to experience once. I'm not sure I'd go back, but maybe that's also a little dependent on the weather. I think I would love to go back during sunset and like golden hour. And then we went to Pioneertown for my Opie because he was a cowboy in his past life, actually even this current life. And we went to a saloon and had nachos, which was actually a really cool experience. And it's just like this little town that has like a Western setup for filming movies to walk around. It was New Year's Eve and we decided to stay in, and Spencer chefed up some steak and potatoes and mushroom. And then Rachel and Spencer made some cocktails for after dinner, but we were so jet lagged, I honestly think we were all sleeping by 10 p.m. It was raining all day in the desert again. And it looked like LA was the only place that was going to have sun, so that's where we went. We drove to Hollywood and we did a Hollywood tour bus. I didn't film a lot because it was a little hectic, but we went down Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard, Melrose Ave. We stopped in Beverly Hills. Not only did I lose my Trader Joe virginity on this trip, but also my Erewhon virginity. I had the Hailey Bieber smoothie just to see, and honestly, I was kind of disappointed. Also saw so many Waymos, but did not go in one. I had been to LA before, but as a teenager, and coming back now as almost 30 years old, I love LA. I would love to spend a few years of my life living there. We only had a few hours, so there was a lot more that we would have liked to do, but yeah, we didn't have much time. Driving through the Hollywood Hills itself was an experience, looking at all of the houses. And then coming out of the hills, like leaving LA, we also drove through where like all the movie studios are. That was really cool. I also lost my In-N-Out virginity, and for the price you pay, their milkshakes and burgers are so worth it. I think about them all the time and wish we had them in Europe. There are so many trailheads that you can catch right from La Quinta. Where I circled is where you can park. It's very easy. After our walk, we had breakfast, and I have to say this was probably the most mediocre food we had on our trip. But overall, I highly recommend staying in La Quinta if going to the desert. It's just very cute, more local, a lot of shops. Although apparently Khloe Kardashian is always getting her coffee from Main Street Coffee, so Spencer had to try it and he threw it out after 2 sips. We spent the day packing and relaxing before our last dinner in the desert and our last nitrogen-infused ice cream. Of course, getting burgers, fries, steak, and Caesar salad. We were on a red-eye from San Diego to Detroit, so we spent the day driving back to San Diego, but along the coast. We stopped first in Laguna Beach. The weather, I can't believe it was cloudy all week. I can't imagine how incredible Laguna is when it's sunny, because even in the cloud, it was so beautiful. And I can't wait to come back. Really, I'm so excited to get back to California. Everybody's active. The quality of life there, you can tell, is just really good. And downtown Laguna was so cute. There were so many also like coffee shops, restaurants, stores. The vibes were overall just really good. We stayed for a few hours and then we stopped in Oceanside. This, I think, was my least favorite stop on the coast. But we stopped because it's America's longest pier, so we had to walk to the edge of it. It was worth it to see and watch the surfers. We also stopped in Del Mar, but I didn't film anything because it started to rain before we arrived in La Jolla. La Jolla was the most touristy, as you can see, $30 for parking of any time limit, because everyone wants to see the seals. Personally, I liked Laguna the best, and I can't wait to see Del Mar again on a sunny day. Then we drove back to San Diego to grab some dinner before heading to the airport. Overall, I cannot wait until the day I'm back in California and can do a road trip from San Fran all the way down south again.